Geoffrey Robinson. To the world, I'm known as Gman, Gmane. Came from Slave Kamp, started Alabama Hustle Unlimited back around 2003. Got with some guys in slow motion out of Huntsville. Ain't never looked back. I guess my origin story really just musically started with my dad. My daddy was a radio DJ and a club DJ, so he also played guitar and piano and drums, and he did all that by ear. So I guess I was just always surrounded by music. So I mean, any kind of records, rock, pop, country, soul, everything was in the house. So I met Chub Fred. I met a guy named Chub Fred at my church. We was probably 10, 11 years old when we met, and we would get tapes and exchange tapes every Sunday. After church, we go to each other's house, exchange tapes, and we learned how to DJ together. That was my first thing, was DJing. I said, I'll be the DJ. Back then, my cousin used to rap. So I would DJ for him, make beats, beatbox, you know what I'm saying? Like, keep the groove going. We went up to Detroit for a family reunion. I was 13 years old, I'll never forget. You know how you get with your older cousins, they make you get with your older cousins, and my cousin had a big blue Bonneville, man. Every tape I had been reading about in them magazines, he had them in his car. So Public Enemy and Ice-T the whole weekend. And I came back from the family reunion, I said, Chub, I'm gonna rap. And from then on, man, he actually went and got a drum machine. Like before, he was just making me instrumentals off the turntables. But after that, man, he went and got a drum machine and started making beats, and I was his rapper, and that's just how it happened. You know what I'm saying? Actually, it was different high schools. I went to Coffee High School, and a guy named Sean Alexander, he went to Bradshaw High School. He was rapping too. He hooked up with Chub. I didn't know this. So I'm at a party one night, and they got this dude's tape on, and he rapping over all the beats that I had been. Chub gave him the same beats. So I'm like, hey man, what is this? So, we got to talk. It wasn't no beef, we just talking, you know what I mean? And me and Sean got together. From that point, we was like, well, you rap and I rap. We kind of had the same common goal. We gonna rap, you know what I mean? And me and Sean got together, and the original group was called Soul Kitchen. And that was me and him and a guy named Michi. He's a big artist now, Michi Miko. And a guy named Curtis Hardy. I think he lives in North Carolina now. He's doing some big things in North Carolina now. But it started off like that. And as we were just moving around, we were just adding people. We found JQ. JQ was rapping at a skating rink one night. And we were like, hey man, we finna do this thing, why don't you come mess with us sometime? And we were just running into people that were rapping. It was just pockets of people rapping. And we were just like, hey man, we can all rap. So it might be something at the park. I mean, we did a thing down at Spring Park, all the rappers came, all of us was down there at the park rapping. So I guess at one point we just decided, hey, let's make a tape. Whoever want to come and do a song, and it really wasn't a group then. We just called it Slave Kamp Volume 1. It was just all of us. You know what I mean? So Slave Kamp Volume 1, that was our first tape, and it did good, man. And from that, you got right, we broke off the Slave Kamp group, original 4 members. Then you had groups like Each One Teach One. Big and Tall came out of Each One Teach One. You had Southern Bread, they came out of that. The Dirty South Outlaws came out of this. They were kind of like 3-6 back in the day, but they was all the way live. It was a few people, man. Kim Mack, she was R&B singer, she came out of that. So, I mean, like she sang gospel now. But, bro, I mean, that's just how it started. And then we were like, we need to make it a business. We don't need to just be out here doing music. Let's make it a business. And Sean found out if you went to UNA, you could use the studio for free. So that's how we ended up doing a lot of our little singles and stuff at Slave Kamp, the group. You know what I mean? And well, it was still Soul Kitchen then. We didn't start doing Slave Kamp stuff till we were in the midst of doing Soul Kitchen stuff, and Dr. Dre had this group called the Soul Kitchen. His production team was called Aftermath Records released, and he on the, you go through the liner notes, and you see his production group is called the Soul Kitchen. So we was like, well, we'll change that name, but we still want to keep the SK logo. And so we were just going through stuff like Slave Kamp, and that's how Slave Kamp was born. Yeah, yeah. Like the first couple of trips, everybody was on board, but the more we got to traveling through the weekend, the more people started falling off. And I really think that's how we ended up, with us core 4 members and DJ, and you know what I mean? Montreal came in and did promo for us. It was myself, Jarvis Qualls, JQ, Wise Up, Sean Alexander, Laylo, and 711 was the DJ 711. Now DJ 711, he the one that gave us our stage presence. He actually came out of old Huntsville when groups like Def Jam and Crisis and Romp, like these were late 80s, early 90s rappers that labels was coming down here looking at. Like they had the dance routines and everything, like, you know what I'm saying? So all this is before us, but he is the one that helped us get our stage presence together, man, got us a stage show, taught us the importance of rehearsal, you know what I mean? Things like that, man. So, we had a nice team, man. Sean engineered, I did the production. We all wrote, and we all got on them phones and figured out places to go, and we got on that road, man. We went to Ron White record pool that was in Birmingham. Michael London had a record pool down in Montgomery. I'm thinking it might have been one in Mobile. I'm not for sure. Don't quote me. But I know those two for sure, man. Rick Rock actually come out of the Michael London record pool. He used to, he was a big producer now out in California. So we would really go to the record pool to perform because we were trying to get shows. Because see, you actually had to perform your record. And some people came in and just played the record to get feedback, but we would come in and perform because we were trying to get shows. And we got a few shows, like that. The record pool is actually where we met the late Ali Shabazz. And man, if it wasn't for Ali, like a lot of us wouldn't have made it. Like, man, Ali was the guy. He set up a whole directory of every DJ, every club, every radio station, every record store. This back when record stores were, and he set up the mobile stage. Like he might just pull up to an event and had a stage on the back of his truck and you could perform right there live. He knew all the little watering holes. Like, man, he had me all in Scottsboro getting money. Like, I didn't even know there was no black clubs in Scottsboro. You know what I mean? Just different places that you wouldn't think. Gaston is still great to this day. They had some, the double-decker clubs, the 2-level clubs and stuff in Gaston. Like, we wouldn't have never knew that stuff was down there without Ali. And, this is a guy that we met at the record pool. And back then, you could just talk to DJs. DJs would turn you on. Like, man, y'all need to go here. Y'all need to go here. Blah, blah, blah. Like, everybody was into helping everybody at the time. Man, the Street Nick in Nashville, they used to have this thing called the Street Nick, man. We wasn't even scheduled to be on the show, and our homeboy, his name was Clayface. He was big underground in Nashville, man. He was, we were just in town promoting, and he was like, man, y'all want to perform? We were like, yeah. I don't know what he went and said to the DJ, but he got us on. And man, I got video of it now, man. Them people didn't know us. Them people didn't even know us, but hey, they got down. So I enjoyed that. People always be like, man, you just humble, man. You so humble. I mean, I just be thankful, man. I've been walking my path, man, since 13, when I said I'm gonna rap. You know what I mean? So, I'm just thankful. In the words of Muhammad Ali, I'm the greatest. Like, ain't nobody did what I done did from here. I've been around the world doing what I love to do, man. You know how many people wish they could do that? I've been around the world making money, not just, you know what I mean? Like doing what I love, being able to pay bills, doing what I love. You know what I mean? Being able to take care of myself and my family, doing what I love. And it ain't never been work. People be like, when you going on vacation? I'll be like, man, my life a vacation. like, but you be working hard all the time. Be like, but it don't feel like work. You be so tired. I know. It's part of it. Like, I mean, bro, like I said, I'm just, in the words of Ali, I'm the greatest. You know?